All right, how are we feeling today? Hi everybody, I'm Michael Green. I hold a PhD in population health sciences, and I'm starting a postdoctoral position next week. I don't think I need to tell many people here about the value of the NIH. The work done at the NIH is an incredible service to the country and the globe. When I entered my PhD program in 2021, I was eager to find a way to support my science. I spent 8 months developing an application for a fellowship. In February 2024, I got a great score, and in August of 2024, I was awarded a prestigious fellowship, which was intended to take a promising PhD student from my dissertation into a postdoctoral position.
Woo! Congratulations!
And then unfortunately, in July of 2025, I received an email saying my award was selected to be renegotiated because it was called a DEI award. For me, that email was incredibly confusing. People far more senior than me had never heard of something like this ever happening. I was told to revise my research, but the revisions they asked for had nothing to do with my project. And when I asked for clarification on what any of that meant, none came. I was left in limbo, trying to comply with instructions that didn't make any sense for the process, and it had no precedent. I became a researcher because I saw the need of my family members not being met. If you couldn't tell, I'm Black. My family members are also Black, and a lot of them do not trust the healthcare system. Trust in healthcare is incredibly important. I study discrimination in healthcare, and while I care about discrimination against Black adults because of my own personal experiences, no form of discrimination is acceptable because it stops people from seeking care in our healthcare system. So apparently, studying whether people of any background feel listened to or welcome in healthcare settings is a topic that's so sinister that my career needed to be thrown into a prolonged state of uncertainty. I've heard the NIH director, he likes to talk a lot if you didn't know, and others talk about how their main goal is to restore trust within the NIH. But that version of trust looks nothing like my own. The best science has always come from democratic processes, open competition, agencies honoring their prior commitments, and transparent criteria.
Peer review!
Yeah, peer review is incredibly important too. Even when people say bad things about my work, I still have to listen to the feedback, and I think it's important for our processes. What I see is one person trying to run science like a king, deciding which research is acceptable based on political ideology rather than scientific merit.
Go King! Go King! Go King!
I have a few questions for you all. Do you build trust when you tear apart the careers of young scientists?
No!
Do you build trust when you fire thousands of high-performing, mission-critical staff?
No!
Do you build trust when you force universities to comply with objectives that you're not even comfortable defining?
No!
My vision of trust involves greater transparency for early career researchers. Trust does not come from going on podcasts claiming that's important to you. Trust comes from clear processes and integrity. Trust comes from not letting your partisan beliefs ensure that thousands of scientists lose their jobs or get pushed out of the field entirely. This system has become far less trustworthy over the last year and a half. All's not lost though, but I demand better from OMB, better from the NIH, and better from Congress.
Yes!
I study trust for a living because despite everything, I'm still here.
That's right!
I'm starting my postdoc next week, and I'm not the only one who's doing work like my own. And so no amount of intimidation will convince us that the processes do not matter, and we will keep fighting for it. Thank you so much.